This is Jacksons.TV again with Landon as he prepares for his upcoming pro debut. Landon, today we were watching you and we took some video with Diego Brandao of you working on your wrestling. Your base is wrestling, and how do you incorporate wrestling into your submission game?
Just like you said, my base is wrestling, so it really does help my base in the actual sense of the term. My top game is really solid. I'm hard to sweep, I'm hard to get off, and I feel like it helps me right there, putting pressure on people and controlling people from the top.
And getting that position, and controlling the position, does it then set up your submissions?
Absolutely. It makes people frustrated, I would say. Having people so they can't move and really control them from the top makes them frustrated and makes them cause mistakes on their part, which opens up submissions a lot.
And also, keeping that control as a wrestler and choosing where, you're going to keep them on the ground. How do you incorporate your ground and pound and your strikes with that?
My ground and pound, my strikes, my wrestling, basically the same. I mean, just putting pressure on them and not letting them move, not letting them get away, and then posturing up and throwing down.
And when you're doing wrestling practice, how do you guys go about doing that? Do you guys do rounds? Do you work on technique? Do you roll? What's the approach of training wrestling here for you?
For the wrestling practices, it's usually we go over a couple of techniques, like 2 or 3, 4 techniques, just to get just ingrain those into our memory, muscle memory, and then from there we go into live wrestling, do a lot of situations, starting on double legs, single legs, going until we get a takedown, and then doing some live wrestling at the end.
And do you differentiate between, let's say, the like freestyle type wrestling and upper body Greco-Roman type wrestling?
Do I differ?
When you guys are practicing?
No, we incorporate it all. We don't specify on one thing or another. We try to work on everything.
Today we saw Rustam, kind of helping out with the techniques. With his background, does he bring something different when he teaches wrestling class?
Absolutely. The American style of wrestling and the Russian style is very different. American style is very hard. It's very harder, faster. As where the Russians, they're very relaxed and they keep it nice and calm and just flow a lot. Mm-hmm. So he brings a completely different style to wrestling than what most Americans are used to.
And who else teaches wrestling practice here?
Usually Coach Greg Jackson will teach it, but he puts us through the grind a lot. Izzy Style, when he's down, he goes through really good wrestling practices. He runs a great team up in, I believe, Illinois called Izzy Style Wrestling. He's really great.
Okay, and we look forward to talking to you again. Hopefully we'll get some mitt work and talk about striking next time. Okay, Landon?
Absolutely, sounds perfect.
Okay, thank you again for your time.
Oh.